Hello there. Welcome to today's Daily Dominion, which is an intrigue board plus Renaissance. There's not a lot of Renaissance here. I mean, we have a couple projects, but not a huge amount. There's some trashing and upgrade, and in research, we have this classic Ironworks upgrade combination, which is always quite good. Well, not always, but you know, it's a good thing. Gain 4s, turn them into 5s. Do Duchy Dukes, we got alt VP. We should be perfectly fine here. I'll probably try to do the torture stuff with some nobles. There are a few things that get you out of it a little bit. Scholar helps with that, and then Sinister Plot. I don't know how much the AI will buy Sinister Plot for sure. I mean, definitely does buy Sinister Plot. I don't know if it like triggers it from 0 card hands all that often. I'm not sure. And I don't know if the Scholar will be picked up by the AI. There's some other things you could do here. You could Ironworks gain stuff and then research trash some of those things to drain some extra card or draw some extra cards your next turn. There would be some really nice stuff you could do with that if you had like really good control over your discard pile, but you don't really have that here. Ironworks works well with Swashbuckler if you care about that. I don't really see the point of treasure chest here. The golds aren't particularly good. I guess if you were buying provinces, then at some point the golds would be fine, but not. You wouldn't need more than, you know, a couple of them. So my goal here will be to purchase an upgrade. I guess that's an. Excuse me, I've got something in my throat. We may just have to live with it. You could open with a research Wishing Well, or you can open like Wishing Well Plot or Silver or whatever. I mean, there are a lot of actually good opening cards here. As far as trying to get the upgrade fastest, I'm not actually totally sure. You do want to get probably an Ironworks. I'm going to try the Well and the Plot. I don't know if they have the 5-2 actually. Okay, they do. Well, that's good for them. So this has to be copper, but I think I'll just leave it and buy the up. Well, okay, that's actually. There is some risk there. If they play the Torturer, we may have to take the. But I think we do it. We just leave the 5 here and buy lackeys. Okay, they didn't, even though they did find their lackeys, their Torturer was in their bottom 5 cards, so that's pretty fortunate for us. And now we can probably discard most of the time. This also is a shuffle with the Torturer, though. We want to draw. We already have a decent upgrade target, though it maybe isn't bad to just cycle quicker here. I would kind of like a Ironworks next, I think. So if I hit 5, like if I had bottom deck the estate and had 5 there, I would have probably chosen to do to get another upgrade. I guess I want an Ironworks. I'm not actually super clear on it at this stage, but AI is having some unfortunate luck with the torture. They haven't found it very well. Guess we just named copper, even though it's kind of a sad wish at this point. There is like easy copper. Now the question is whether we want to spend a favor, or not a favor, a villager to try and make sure we can hit an estate here. Guess we decided to do that, which is, I think, totally reasonable. We're getting our draw up pretty good. I'm trying to think here. We go for Lackey's Torture, if we go for upgrade Lackeys. We're starting to approach the point where the torturers can do some nice work for us, and I think I'd like to have a villager going in. Well, okay, the Lackeys is less good. If we're not buying a torture, then it's not such a big deal. And there is still the question, I guess, of whether we want a scholar at some point. Scholar's quite good in this deck. It's just a little action hungry. I'm gonna try the torture. I don't feel we may get double hit here. Yeah. I don't really mind going down to nothing. We may get something to pull us out of it. We did have a lot of coppers. Maybe we try well. Okay. But still, you can kind of see... what did we actually discard? Estate. It was... Okay, so there's no estate in the deck. And there are 3 coppers. This is 3 coppers estate. So there's still 3 coppers left. Well, now there's 3 copper. Now there's 2 coppers. And 2 coppers, a wishing well, and a Lackey's? Guess that wish is still copper. Okay. Well, we bottom decked a little bit, but see, the unfortunate thing here is that we didn't get to 5, which I guess was pretty unlikely, though not impossible by any stretch. If we had found the draw cards, then we could have hit 5 without too much trouble. Excuse me. Okay, the AI shuffled after drawing so they had that. The tortures are in these 13 cards. We'll probably blow up the plot next turn. Let's see. We could get another Lackeys. We could just get 2 wishing wells, which I don't hate. We could get a research, which I don't hate. Potentially just as a upgrade target. Which I suppose could have been another... Okay, they're out of villagers now, so I am just going to go down to 2 here. And I think go ahead and draw. I would like to hit 5 now, if possible. What did we toss? Copper Lackeys. Okay, so we have 5 coppers. Guess the wish is still going to be copper for quite a while, even if we're unlucky a little bit. Let's go ahead and burn our torture. I don't know if that was any of that was the right order, but It's like copper and ironworks. Which one do we actually want? We actually want the copper. Because we'd like to hit 5. We should wish for the ironworks. Because if the copper's on top, we still just hit it anyway. So I thought about, since we have the estate, we'll go ahead and do the research, set some stuff aside. We don't get a lackeys out of this, so we're looking a little bit... yeah, so unfortunately, I may discard the torture here. Have they shuffled? Okay, they trigger shuffle here. Hopefully they drew a bunch of terminals. I may just toss the... What do we have set aside? Copper... How do you see this? Ironworks lackeys. Okay, I may just toss this aside. Well, actually, I should have kept it because yeah, that was wrong. I should just ironworks for lackeys there and then play the torture. So that was pretty stupid. Truth be told. We're kind of getting to a point where the copper wishes won't necessarily be the play, but there's also a little bit of a 3-pile question still. Okay. Let's go ahead and get another well. I don't know what it is. Is copper and like another lackeys, or what is it? Oh well, okay. I think I don't want whatever this is. Okay. We have to figure out a way to get nobles. That is sort of the bottleneck here. Sorry, I didn't press mute on that one. We do need to figure out a way to get nobles. How do we do that? Scholar would be okay. I don't want to run these piles down. Hopefully the AI starts being able to afford province or something. Okay, we probably want a lackeys just to help the draw a little bit. And then, though it could have been another 4. We do have we have a lot of wishing wells. That's nice. This is a little tough because we may, if they play a second torture, we'd be a little better off. But we can handle 1 curse a turn, I think, without too much trouble. Still have 5 coppers. I say that, though we don't really particularly want it. Gotta wish copper. Not good. I hate the so far the wishes have been poor. Okay. What if we should get the scholar? I am, of course, still sort of trying to figure out how to get to a nobles. Okay. They do have quite some. Let's go ahead and draw here. I've kind of been blowing the plot up at 2, which I don't think is bad. I don't think that's unreasonable here at all. Probably going to end up upgrading the scholar into nobles. So we may wait on this other torture because we may be able to save a villager. So there's 2 copper. Let's just name well. There's a bunch of wells. At some point it makes sense to name the wells, though this is already 6 of 7, so now maybe upgrade is the thing to name at this point. I don't know. Let us go ahead and do this. 1, 2, 3. Well, there's a lackeys. There's another upgrade. There's like singles of everything. It's like copper upgrade lackeys well or something like that. Yeah. So it's singletons of things. We should name copper still as the worst thing because everything else is like. You find it still. Okay, so we can get in wish for the nobles. We know that. Can ironworks for another ironworks? Well, actually, we don't want to do that. Well, I kind of already messed it up, didn't I? I did a little bit. This order was a bit wrong. As I say, we want to draw. What we actually want to draw there was the 4, but we didn't. So, I guess we'll just get another ironworks. We do get to play this. So that's kind of good. This is the thing with the research is that you don't always have like deck left when you want to play it. Maybe I shouldn't fully empty the wishing wells. I mean, that's going to end up happening eventually anyway, but. Now we can afford to go down pretty low here. Even if they play both torturers. So I'll say let's just go ahead and do the scholar now. Dude, that was 2 coppers and 2 wells in the discard. There's still 3 coppers, so copper's still gotta be the name. Well, it's not just about naming the most common thing here, but copper is a pretty reasonable name. Let's go ahead and take this and draw a little bit and see if we get any information. Well, we're going to end up probably dumping some of these things. We could do a research in the middle of the turn here. Not crazy, I wouldn't say. So it would be nice to get okay. Now there's like a lot of coppers and wells left. One more copper. Okay, these should be what. Oh no, I forgot about that guy. Okay, let's do like this. Like a torture. Okay. Okay. We have a little points lead now. Let's go ahead and take the lackeys. They're kind of nice. We'll send them down. Well, I guess they already triggered the plot at some point. I didn't even notice whenever that happened. Should we get one more upgrade? Okay, so they just didn't do anything there. What do you name well? I don't know. We have one of these wishing well decks where there's at this point a pretty wide mix of things. Unfortunately. Well, you know, it's like a first world problem. we're okay. We're still getting a decent amount of lab effects here, just based on what we have. We did bottom deck the nobles, I guess. Which is a little unfortunate. And we like really bottom deck the nobles. I don't remember what we've got in here. What is it? Oh no, yeah, well, that makes sense. Do we have enough to just pile out here? 2, 3, 2. 2. We can draw another one. Yeah, I think this just piles. If I've counted this correctly. I think it's exact, but exact is fine. All right, we'll just go ahead and win. Why not? I really wasn't thinking about that at all until I saw the pile. All right, well, we scored with 3 nobles, and we had this was our deck at the end. Kind of funny. AI had this. I don't know. We didn't I guess that's the nature of this kingdom. It's kind of three pile. You don't have to. I mean, you could build up and do a bunch of duchy stuff, empty the nobles or whatever. But I don't know. It's always going to be a little slow, I think, here, just because they do attack you some, and the trashing isn't super super fast. It feels like it should be a little quicker than this, but and I didn't feel like my shuffles were bad really at all. So there may be a better path with like a research opening or something. Maybe a scholar sooner. Maybe just more torture sooner. I don't know. It was fine. It was totally fine. So, all right, that's intrigue. We've seen stuff like this before, but there's another flavor of it. Hope you enjoyed watching it, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.